Hi, I'm Raj, and today's video, I'm going to do some automation on the game Cut the Rope. This is going to be a series of videos, hopefully, where I automated a few games, programs, or even web pages so people in the QA field and the automation field can learn how to automate things easier and, work faster and more efficiently. Hopefully you find this video useful and maybe you learn a thing or two. And if you don't, or if you do learn something, comment and let me know. And if there's faster ways on doing this, let me know too, because I'm always willing to learn and figure out new things. But before I start, I want to tell you what I'm going to be using for this video. So I'm going to be using a program called Airtest. So you can go to airtest.netease.com and download this tool that I'm going to be using to test the game on Android devices. So Airtest is a really cool device, or real cool program. It's a cross-platform UI automation tool that works on Android, iOS, and even Windows applications. And it's available for Windows, Mac, and Linux as well. I use it all the times of the games I've worked on, and it's been really useful on kind of automating those repetitive tasks and freeing me up for more complex functionality. So let's get into it with Airtest. So once you open up Airtest, and Airtest does come in a compressed file, so you'll have to uncompress it with your tool of choice. I use WinRAR, but you can use whatever you like. And once you open it, it comes in a folder similar to this. Um, it comes in a folder like this, and you'll have to find the executable that's right here. And once you run it, it'll be given a login screen, but you can skip it as well. And once after you skip that login, you'll get to this section right here. So I'm using an Android device to do the automation, but you can use a iOS machine or a iOS device or even a Windows application. And actually, here I'll just show you how I actually um, connect my device to um, Airtest to actually do those automation. So once you've connected your Android device to your computer, and make sure that your Android device has developer mode on, you can enable developer mode by going to your general settings and then pressing build number 7 times until the developer mode is on. And once developer mode is on, make sure USB debugging is on as well. And once you do that, you should see your Android device available. And I'm gonna just connect to it, and let me disconnect and reconnect. So I'm gonna connect to this device. Just give it a second, and there you go. I'm connected. So we're gonna be playing the game Cut the Rope, and we're gonna be automating a few test cases. So let's pull up the test cases right now. So a few test cases that a normal QA, say in the game industry, would do every day for a mobile game would be see if the game is able to be launched properly, if you're able to start the level, and for the game of Cut the Rope, you want to check if the cutting the rope actually works. So let's go through this and actually, instead of manually testing each one, we're going to automate this process. So you can just press a button and it quickly automates all these functionality and these test cases for you. So first we want to check if we can open up the game. So we see the app right here, and once you click on it, you're taken to a level selector. Um, for me, there's a little bit of lag between what you see on the interface, but on the actual device, it's actually very quick. So apologies if there's a little bit of lag there. But as you can see here, once I click on the app, it goes right into a level selection screen. So I want to make sure that I can test this. So let's do that right now. So I'm going to create a new test case. I'll call this test 1. And this is the interface of Airtest. So you can actually program automation through Python, or you can use these buttons on the side here to test some interactions without coding itself. So let's do that to make it simple. So first, to actually do a test case, I want to verify if this app icon exists. So I'm going to wait to see if this exists, and then I'm going to interact with them. So I'm going to drag my mouse over here and click on the app icon. And then once I actually click on it, I want to verify if this level selection image is available. So I'm going to just wait to see if this level selection icon is available. And give it a second because it's a big image. All right, there it is. So first I'm doing is I'm waiting to see if the app icon is available, and then I'm interacting with the icon, and then I'm waiting to see if this cardboard box is available. And if all of this works, my test case for this is complete. So let's go back to the home page. Let's save our test case, and then let's run it to see if it actually works. So I'm going to press play, and my mouse isn't going to move. It's going to automatically run this test case for me on my device itself. So let's play. So as you can see, Airtest highlights the section I'm on, so I'm actually checking to see if the app exists. And then now I'm interacting with the app. And on your device, you should see that it actually went through. And now I'm checking to see if that image is available, so it actually exists. So it went through, and as you can see in the log section, that it gave me an OK. So the test case did go through. So let's go back to our section here, and let's do a check mark for our first test case. Awesome. So let's do our second test case. Our second test case is to select a level and verify components in the level exist. So let's go into our game view here, and let's do a manual test of that. So what that would look like. So I would actually have to click into my level selection, and then after that it gives me a bunch of levels to click on. So I see level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. I have to go to level 1. And then once I am in level 1, I have to verify there are certain components, like say the little green guy. How about maybe the stars exist? A bunch of stuff there, UI objects I have to make sure exist. So let's actually automate this process instead of actually checking each time. So let's go back to the actual level selector. And automate this process. Before that, we'll create a new test case. So we're going to go on plus sign, click a new test project, and let's name this test 2. And I'm going to start here. I'm going to press the wait icon to verify this image exists. And then I'm going to interact with that image as well. And here's a little quick way. You can just copy and paste this wait icon, this wait functionality, and change the wait to a touch, and it will actually do it for you. So I'm going to touch into this cardboard box, and then let's see what I need to do. I need to find the level 1 icon. So let's go and wait for the level 1. And then let's interact with the level 1 icon. And then after we interacted with the level 1 icon, we should be in level 1. And to verify I'm in level 1, let's make sure that one of these stars exists. So let's wait to see that this star right here exists. So if this star, it does exist, and let's say if these pause and restart icons exist, I'm going to just do a wait function. So I can just wait and see if this actually exists. So if these two do exist, I'm going to just verify that my test case did go and it is working as intended. So let's go back to our, scroll up, and let's go back to our level selection screen. And let's actually run this. So first let's save, and I'll run it and see if this works. So my mouse, I'm not going to touch on anything. I'm going to just press play, and let's see if this works. So as you can see in the log view, it's actually going through each one. So I'm waiting to see if the cardboard box level selection is visible. Then I'm going to interact with it. And it's interacting with it now. And now I'm going to wait and see if the level 1 icon is visible. And then I'm going to interact with it. And now I have interacted with it. I'm going to wait and see if the star icon or image is visible. and it did go visible, and yep, it found the pause and restart button as well. So good job, we got another test case good to go. So let's do a check mark on that. And for the last test case, I want to cut a rope and verify the rope, the stars actually are collected. Okay, let's do that. So, like we did last time, let's create a new test case. Let's call this test case 3. And let's actually do this process. So what we need to do is we need to first verify that this rope exists. So let's wait and see if this rope is visible. And then from that point, we're actually going to press the swipe button, and we're actually going to swipe from this section right here to this section. In the settings of Airtest, you can actually, if you can see right here, I have the coordinates available. So I can actually say where I want to swipe from. So from here, I want to swipe from X 591 and Y 620, 625, and then swipe to 1127 to 665. Or you can just do the swipe like I did, but it's either up to you. So once I swiped, I should see that all 3 stars are available. So let me swipe in the game and see what that looks like. And then once I did that, I should see, oh, not an ad. Let's click that ad. I should see these 3 stars available. So let's wait and verify that these 3 stars are visible. Okay, so let's actually restart our level and see if we can actually swipe through automation. All right, let's go. Okay, so I'm gonna play this automation and let's see if that actually worked. So I'm not gonna move my mouse over the screen. I'm gonna just press the play button and see if this automation script worked. So you can see it's waiting to see if that rope is visible. And now after the rope has been confirmed, it's gonna swipe. And let's see, it did swipe and the stars were collected. Now it's going to wait and see if the 3 stars are visible after the game level is completed. And it did say it was visible, so I got the check mark and we're good to go. So all these test cases have gone through and they have worked. And that's just a simple way of showing you the power of automation and the program Airtest. And I hope you liked this video. If you did like it, please leave a comment. And if you want to learn more, please leave a comment as well. Have a great time and I'll see you next video. Bye.